This delicious cinnamon bread sports a very fluffy, delicious, and delicate crumb and laced with a substantial swirl of gooey cinnamon sugar. It takes a little bit of work, but it's simply the best. Now let's get baking. For the dough, we're gonna start by mixing 2 1/4 teaspoons of active dry yeast, half a cup of granulated sugar, and 1 1/2 cup of warm milk. The milk should not be more than 110 degrees. In a bowl, add in 4 cups of all-purpose flour, a pinch of nutmeg, 1 teaspoon ground cinnamon, 1 teaspoon salt, and half a teaspoon of baking powder. Mix all of this first before adding in the wet ingredients. We're gonna add in 1 egg yolk, half a cup of melted unsalted butter, then the milk and yeast mixture. This dough will be really sticky, so we will let it rest for an hour or more, or until it has doubled in size. Make sure to scrape down the sides of the bowl, then cover it with a plastic wrap or a towel. It's still sticky and tacky, and so we will add in the remaining cup of flour and mix it all by hand before transferring it to a clean surface to knead. Knead the dough for 10 minutes by hand or 7 minutes in an electric mixer in medium speed. Add a little bit more flour if the dough remains sticky, but be careful not to overdo the flour. Remember that if you knead the dough more, it will get less and less sticky, so you won't need as much flour. After kneading the dough, cover it again with a plastic wrap or towel to rest for 30 minutes or until the dough has almost doubled in size. Then press the dough down gently to deflate. Roll out the dough with a rolling pin until it is all even with a 1/4 inch thickness. Make sure the dough is an almost perfect rectangle shape. Then let's mix together the cinnamon sugar filling. We will simply mix together 3/4 cup of brown sugar, 12 tablespoons of softened butter, and 2 tablespoons of ground cinnamon. Then divide the dough into 2 and add in the cinnamon filling. Make sure the filling is evenly spread all over the dough. Roll up the dough into a log and pinch the seam closed. Then place the seam side down and trim any uneven ends. Then using a sharp knife, cut the filled dough in half lengthwise. Turn the halves so the cut sides are facing up. Then begin to braid it all together. Here I'm showing you how to tie this spread into a beautiful knot. Make sure that you have a parchment paper underneath so it will be easier to transfer into a different surface. Transfer the dough in a sheet pan or in a cast iron pan, then cover one last time to proof for 30 minutes. While the bread is resting, preheat the oven to 350 Fahrenheit. Then once it's ready, bake the bread for 30 to 35 minutes until the crust is well browned. Then reduce the temperature to 325 Fahrenheit. Cover the bread with aluminum foil, then continue to bake it for another 15 to 20 minutes or until internal temperature registers 200 degrees. While the bread is cooling, we can whisk together the cream cheese glaze. Simply whisk together the softened cream cheese, melted butter, powdered sugar, milk, and a little bit of vanilla. Whisk together until it's nice and smooth, then drizzle on the delicious cinnamon bread. Then all you have to do is get yourself a slice and enjoy. I hope you like this baking tutorial, and please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to see more of my easy baking videos. See you next time and good luck!